predictions. Okay, let's go. Hi guys, what's going on, and welcome back to another video on my channel. Today we're going to be going for another predictions video. I'm going to be predicting the Premier League table. I'm not really here for any waffling. If you haven't watched my Portuguese league predictions yet, please do. It's a quality video, I can tell you that now. Is the lighting, I don't know, the lighting feels a bit weird. I'm gonna stick with it, and if you don't like it, literally just shut up. So we're going to be starting off with my table, and then I'm going to do my top scorer, top assister, the golden glove, the young player of the year, and the potty, which is player of the year. But yeah, let's start off with the relegated teams. We're going to start with 20th place. I'm going to go straight out Burnley. They are very, very bad, and each season they just keep going down, and they weren't that far from relegation last season, I don't think, and this season I think it's time to go. It's time to go! So yeah, Burnley, hasta la vista. If my predictions are right, you're going to fuck off. I think they're just going to be like a Sheffield United. Let's use Burnley as a Sheffield United of this season. Let's do that. 19th place, I'm going to place Watford. Now, why am I going to do that? Because they're just not good enough to stay up, in my opinion. Like, I'm sorry, but that's my prediction. So, unlucky Watford. They just don't have enough. They just don't have enough, like, this, like, it's hard to explain. Like, done good in the Championship. You did, like, you really did. But I don't know. Have they even signed any big players? I'm actually not sure if they have. And if they haven't, that just gives me even more reason to not keep them in the Premier League. 18th is going to be another of the promoted teams. And unfortunately, because I do kind of like them, Brentford is going to go down, in my opinion. If I'm honest, the only, like, standout player I can really talk about is Ivan Toney. They've got some other good players, but I don't, are they not good enough?
Who tugged it back, and the shot from distance leads to Brentford's first ever Premier League goal. Long deep throw, Arsenal in trouble. And Arsenal have conceded the second goal.
Alright, so let me just I'm gonna get all close and damn. I'm gonna get all close and personal with you. Sorry if my face is shadowing. So we're personal, talking to you straight eye to eye. Alright, cool. Bottom three, Burnley, Watford and Brentford. I'm sorry that I had position there. If you support any of those teams, please do not abuse me. I do not mean any personal attacks. Alright, thanks. Great. I need to change my battery, and I don't know where it is. Oh no. Alright, so until my fucking thing turns off, we're gonna look for a battery.
Where is the battery? Oh my goodness. Oh shit.
Right. I found this. Alright, do you know what the fuck this is? I'm just trying to be entertaining here, and it's just not focusing on it. Oh hey, yeah. So this is the battery. Yeah, I'm gonna use that on you. I'm gonna put it right inside of you. Let's go for 17th, and I'm just gonna finish off the promoted teams and put Norwich there. They're good. Like, they're not saying they're bad. Like, they're gonna avoid relegation, which is not bad. But yeah, Norwich City, I think they have enough. Especially if they can keep the likes of Max Aarons. I think they still have Todd Cantwell, Timo Pukki. Hopefully his second chance in the Premier League, he can be more than a one-month wonder. And I think Norwich just have more than the previous teams. I'm not saying they're amazing, they just have a bit more, in my opinion. So yeah, Brighton is 16th, alright? I'm putting Brighton in 16th, yeah? And the reason why is because I have a massive agenda against them, and I don't want them to finish higher. So it just is what it is, isn't it? Brighton fans, at least you're not getting relegated, alright? So yeah, that's against the wish of some, that's fair to say.
I hope Brighton get relegated.
15th is next. And I'm going to say this very softly. I don't actually know why. I'm going to give you a hint. Theo Walcott used to play for them. No, it's not Arsenal.
How they won that game.
It's Everton. I'm joking. It's Southampton. A bit like Brighton. I just don't think they're they have that much, especially they lost at Danny Ings, so that genuinely, they might even go even further down the table, like, just saying. 15th, Southampton, that's it, that's just it. You're not going to get an explanation or any more explanation. 14th, we're going to go for a team that, it's not old, it's Newcastle.
Oh, I'm not having this. I'm not having this. No.
So yeah, we're going to put Newcastle in 14th. This like area of the table is just really awkward because it's just teams that are fighting for nothing. It's just like, it's basically, if you look at it in a sense of like, oh, what's it called? Like in a class, like working class, middle class, blah blah blah. 16th to 11th is basically just the working class people. Like 17th to 20th lower class, and then it's working class, then you get the middle class come in, and yeah, Newcastle is just the middle class team. No, he gassed you, it's a working class team. It's not a bad thing. You're in the Premier League, mate. You're in the Premier League, and do not with Joe Willock, they actually might win the Premier League, I can't lie. 13th, I'm going to place Crystal Palace. Now, they're a good side. They somehow still have Zaha. I think they finished 13th or somewhere around there last season, and I just don't think they have improved or gotten worse. So I'm just going to leave them around the same position where they finished. I think they finished like 14th or something, so 13th might be an upgrade. But yeah, it's alright. It's alright, isn't it? 12th place. They kind of lost a world-class manager, and they did replace him with another world-class manager. But are they good enough to get higher? I personally do not think so. I think Everton are going to finish 12th. Now, yeah, I know what you're thinking. What the fuck? They've got hammers. They've got fucking Rafa Benitez, and he's a great manager. Yeah, he's a good manager. I don't know, just Everton, they just didn't impress me last season, and I think Ancelotti's better than Rafa, and yeah, it's just they just didn't impress me, and there's just nothing that suggests to me that they're gonna finish any higher. So if you support Everton, I'm sorry, but it just is what it is. Like, you're 12th, you just have to deal with the fact that you're 12th, alright? It's not a bad thing. Just another working class team, sorry. 11th place, I'm going to go for a team who is actually in the Europa League. West Ham, I'm going to put West Ham in 11th. Because, let's see, they've got Europa League football to focus on. Last time they had Europa League football, they struggled in the league because their rotation just isn't good enough. They were better then, in my opinion. And I just realised, they were in the Europa League. I think they just got fucking knocked out in the playoffs straight away. So that's not even like, yeah, it's just they're just not that great, are they? Whenever they're in Europe, but yeah, I think they're straight into the group stages. So I don't think they have like that good rotation, so they can like focus on the Europa League and focus on the Premier League. So I think they'll lose a lot of points because of Europa League, same way Arsenal did this season. And I think that yeah, I just think that, what's it called? That Crystal Palace, not Crystal Palace, what am I doing? West Ham, I think they're going to finish 11th, they're going to drop off a bit, not because they don't have the quality, just because I think them finishing, what, 6th was like a bit of freak, because did anyone expect them to do so? Like last season I predicted them to get relegated, so they massively exceeded, and I just think they're going to be in a position where they dropped off, but just not as far as we initially expected last season, I guess. But yeah, into the top 10, and my team in 10th place, I'm going to put Wolverhampton. I think that Raul Jimenez, his return is going to be important. I really like their manager. Like, I am madly like simping over him. Like, I adore that man. Bruno is literally one of my favorite managers, like, period. So it's kind of me hoping he does well, and having the belief that he can take Wolves forward. They've got a lot of good players, especially if they can keep Ruben Neves. then they'll be in a very good position. Raul Jimenez returning is good, and the only thing I can say negatively is that they lost Rui Patricio and replaced him with a much worse goalkeeper, in my opinion. So yeah, Wolverhampton in 10th place. I think that's a good step up from last season, and I think that is it's a safe place for them. I'll say that. 9th place, we're gonna go for Arsenal. It made me think, mate, you support Arsenal. Why are you putting the 9th? Because we're fucking shit. I'll be surprised if we don't get relegated, because we're signing Aaron Ramsdale and all he's done is fucking get relegated. But yeah, we've made a few good moves. We signed Ben White, he seems good. We signed fucking Lokonga, I like the look of him. Nuno Tavares looks quite good. But there's so many holes in that fucking team. We don't have a right back as I'm speaking. We don't have another attacking midfielder.
Very false.
Smith Rowe can't carry the whole team like the whole season. So yeah, it's just how should I say it? We're in a sticky predicament. Now this could change by the end of the transfer window. It could change because apparently we're still like in for a lot of players. So I'm willing to give them a chance, but I don't have high hopes. So if you support Arsenal, mate, don't abuse me, because so do I, and I'm just trying to be realistic. I just think we're just a mid-table team now. It's peak. 8th place, I'm gonna go for Aston Villa. They're gonna finish just above Arsenal. The signing of Buendia is quite good. They signed... Who did they sign? They signed Danny Ings, that's it. And signing Danny Ings is quite good. They lost Grealish, but they've got so much quality there anyways. Does it really... Is it going to leave a massive hole? I don't actually think so. Especially with the 100 million, they can replace... Like, they can replace him and have money left over for, like... to strengthen. That's what I was trying to say. So I think overall, it's a good sale from Aston Villa, and... I think they might, it might be their Coutinho transfer. They won't be as good as Liverpool and win the league, but it could definitely, how should I say it, push them up the table. And 8th is a good position for Aston Villa, don't get me wrong. 7th place, I'm going to put Spurs. I don't think they're good enough for Europa League. I think it's another year of Conference League. I don't rate Nuno as a manager, if I'm honest. Especially if they lose Harry Kane. Depends how they spend that Harry Kane money. If they do anything along the likes of what they did with the Gareth Bale money, they're in trouble. But yeah, I don't think Spurs are good. Like, yeah, Spurs. Nah, fuck off. Now, there's a team that I haven't said yet, so let's address the elephant in the room, alright? No, I'm not talking about myself. I'm talking about Leeds United, who I put 6th. And I'll tell you why. First of all, Bielsa, great manager. Number 2, I just think that every season there's just a new team who surprises the league. Last season they finished 9th, I think it was, and they were really good, and I think they're going to be even better this season. I think they can definitely push for that top 6 position. They might not get it, but I think they'll be close. But I'm going to put them as 6th because out of Spurs, Aston Villa and Arsenal, I think Leeds are probably the better chance at getting it, if I'm being honest. At least as we speak, because like Spurs and Arsenal still have a lot of business to do. Even Aston Villa, to be honest, because 100 million, they've got what, 3 weeks to spend that 100 million as well. So those teams do have ability to make some signings before the end of the transfer window, which boosts their chance of European football. But as it stands, I'm going to have Leeds United there. I just really like their manager, and I just really like the way they play, and I think they're definitely good enough to be there. So that's who I'm going to put. Number 5, top 5. Let's go into the top 5. 5th place, I'm going to put Leicester City, missing out on Champions League football again. It must be really annoying because they've bottled Champions League football 2 years in a row, like literally bottled it. But it's alright, because what, you did win the league a couple of years ago, but the year before you nearly got relegated. So imagine by a miracle surviving relegation and then winning the league next season, and then getting top 5 2 seasons, like a few years after. It's extraordinary. it's still a massive dub for Leicester. Brendan Rodgers, great manager. Jamie Vardy is aging a little bit. They have Boubacar Soumaré. They've got what's that striker? Dako, I think that's Daka. That's his name. Daka, good striker. They have very much improved in the correct positions, and I like the look of Leicester's team. I just don't think they're better than the teams in the top 4, but there will definitely be a push and battle the team in 4th place, which for me is Manchester United. Now, for me, it's not that they're not good, because I think they can easily finish in the top 2 even. But it's just like, for me, first and 4th are going to be really close. So I'm just going to put Manchester United at 4th, because that's where, I don't know, I just have a feeling that's where they're going to finish. It's not a bad thing, you still get the Champions League football, and I do think they will be in the title race. It's just going to be a really tight title race in my opinion. So I think that's a fair position. I don't think if Man United fans got 4th, I don't think they'll be happy, because they need to improve from second. What was it, 2nd or 3rd last season? They need to improve from last season. I think, because I think they finished like what, 10 points from the top. I think if they finish 4th for like 5 or 6 points away from the top, if that's how close it is, I think that's still a step up. Even though they've moved down, they're closer to the title. I think that will be the case. I don't think there'll be a clear winner. So yeah, so 3rd place I'm going to put Liverpool. I just think that the quality in the Premier League is so strong that even 3rd place is going to be the likes of Liverpool. Just absolutely insane quality. I just don't think anyone else stands a chance at top 4, maybe except Leicester, like I mentioned. And Liverpool are just going to be really unlucky out of the top 4 teams to not win the title. They have a very good chance at winning it, as in my opinion do all of those top 4 teams. But I think that 3rd will be their position. I think that's the same position they finished last year, which is not bad. They'll probably want to improve, but have they improved their squad? Maybe with Konate as a signing, brings a bit more depth into the defensive position. Van Dijk does come back, so maybe Liverpool do get a 2nd or even 1st. But I'm gonna put them 3rd because I want to put Chelsea. Oh, do you know? I just realised it's Chelsea and Manchester City left, and I was about to say I think Manchester City is going to win the title. I'm just going to set that straight. I think Man City will win the title. They will retain it because they're just that strong, and after signing Jack Grealish, and they're probably going to sign Harry Kane. Damn, can you really beat that? If you do, you just deserve the title. That's just it. I think Chelsea will be finishing 2nd, obviously. And they will push Manchester City hard because their team is really strong. Werner's gonna have a much better season this season. Lukaku's gonna come in and just bang, in my opinion. And they have a fucking superb defense. I can't lie. Their manager's great, and overall they just have a really strong team. I just don't think they have enough to edge Manchester City, but they will definitely push them into the last game of the season, in my opinion. So yeah, if you're a Chelsea fan, it's better than the prediction I gave you last season. Last season I put you fucking 5th. So consider that a step up. So yeah, Manchester City to win the title. They're just too strong. They're just way too strong. So yeah, it's okay. It's okay. Like, Arsenal has to play. Oh shit. So we're gonna predict the more interesting bits as well. I'm gonna predict the top scorer. I'm gonna predict Harry Kane.
Who the fuck is that guy?
If he was that good in the Tottenham team, imagine how good he'll be in a Man City team. That's just a scary thought. So it's hard to argue. Top assister, I think, will be Kevin De Bruyne. He is very good, and he just knows how to assist. Like he's basically modern day Mesut Ozil, let's just say that. Alright, so a modern day Mesut Ozil with the work rate. I'm not going to say it's better than Ozil. I refuse to say that. but modern day, there's no one that assists like Kevin De Bruyne, I'd say. Golden Glove, and I mentioned that they have a superb defense, and I'm gonna go for Edouard Mendy. No, that's not his name. What's his name? The Chelsea keeper, Mendy. That's who I'm trying to put in. I just don't remember his first name. It's not Edouard, is it? I don't know. I want to find out now. Hey Siri, what is Mendy's first name? If that works.
There's no one in your contacts named Menzies.
What the fuck? Oh, it's Edouard Mendy. See, I'm a genius. Like, I was just testing you. I'm gonna go for the player of the year, and it's actually it's neither the top scorer or the top assister. Don't judge me. I'm gonna go with Bruno Fernandez. You may be thinking, see, now I'm just paranoid that my door's just gonna open again. The reason why I'm gonna put Bruno Fernandez is I don't think he's gonna be top scorer because he's seriously a striker, and I don't think he's gonna be top assister because he doesn't assist that much. He assists a lot, just not Kevin De Bruyne much. He's kind of the player. He's a goals and assists merchant. So that's good. So I think he's gonna get like what, 13 goals, 15 assists or something like that. So he's going to get a lot of goal contributions, just not be top for any of them, and I think that will just result in him being player of the year. I think he's one of the best players in the Premier League, and I think he's going to be considered the best, even though maybe De Bruyne might win it, because if my prediction's right, Man City will win the league, and usually the league winner might be the player of the year. But I'm going to go for Bruno Fernandes and be a bit diverse in there, like have as many teams as possible in this list. So yeah, young player of the year. Now in my Liga NOS ratings, I went for my safe option and my actual option, but I'm just trying to be edgy, and I'm going to do that again. Now if I'm going to be safe, I'm probably going to say what, maybe Trent, maybe Phil Foden, maybe Mason Mount. I'm gonna say Phil Foden to be safe, but my actual option is gonna be Bukayo Saka. Now you may be thinking, you put Arsenal 8th. Are you dumb? Do you know what? If you think that you're very entitled, see, I'm just dumb. You're entitled to think I'm stupid for putting Bukayo Saka. The reason why is because I've already hammered Arsenal enough, and I feel like I should give them a bit of mercy in this predictions. And I'll say Bukayo Saka might win the Young Player of the Year because I just think that Bukayo Saka is the only player at Arsenal that's not shit. So it's pretty much that. Like, Arsenal's gonna be terrible, but as he said, he's gonna be the best out of the terrible. And I think he's gonna have a good season. I think he's gonna hit 10 goals and 10 assists at least. I have high hopes for him, and if he does that in a struggling team, I think he deserves to win it, because in my opinion the player of the year and young player of the year should be based off your performances and your impact to the team to a sense. But one player can't carry your whole team millions of positions up the table. Like Bukayo Saka, yeah, he can get 10 goals and assists, which is good for a player of his age, but then he's fucking, let's see, think of a player, fucking Kolasinac might have to go in at centre back and scores 5 own goals. Bukayo Saka can't do nothing about that, so I don't think he should be punished for his team's bad season if he performs to the standard required of him. So I'm going to say Bukayo Saka, but I know that the safe option, it will probably be Phil Foden or something like that. If he wins, it will not be a shock whatsoever, but I'm going to be edgy and say Bukayo Saka. I'm done. I accidentally took a screenshot. I'm fucking done. Alright? Did you enjoy this video? If you didn't, please tell me why. And if you don't subscribe, if you don't leave a like, and most importantly, if you don't share this video, you're a waste man. And you don't want to be a waste man. So don't be a waste man. Okay. Hope you enjoyed it. I'm whispering. What am I doing? I'm actually a failure. What the f? I hope you've enjoyed this video. I'll see you guys in the next one. And if you disagree with me, please no fucking personal abuse. Feel free to write a comment about why you disagree with me. And be constructive about it. Tell me why you disagree with me. And don't just say, oh, you're a retard. You're stupid. stupid. Don't be doing that shit like that, alright? Say, oh, I think you're wrong. I think this is gonna happen. I'll gladly read and debate with you. But will I react to stupid comments? No, I'll read them and laugh. So it's not worth your time. Right. Hope you've enjoyed this video, guys. I'll see you guys for the next one. And peace.